Every weekend, millions of people order the same drink. Gin and tonic, vodka tonic, a ritual. But almost nobody knows they're sipping the diluted shadow of a drug that once decided the fate of empires. That bitterness on your tongue? It comes from a molecule that determined which armies survived the tropics and which died there. Modern tonic water contains just 83 milligrams per liter. Colonial tonic had over 1,000. You'd need to drink 12 liters today to get one real dose. What's in your glass isn't medicine anymore. It's a ghost. Welcome to what nature hid. That molecule is quinine. It comes from a tree that grows high in the Andes of Peru, Ecuador, and Bolivia, between 5,000 and 9,000 feet, where cold nights, heavy mist, and thin air kill most plants. The Quechua people used its bark for centuries, not for malaria, but to stop violent shivering during freezing mountain nights. Then Europeans arrived, and they brought malaria. By the 1600s, the disease was killing popes and cardinals in Rome. Jesuit missionaries noticed something strange. The bark used for chills was curing deadly fevers. In 1631, powdered bark reached Europe, and for the first time, malaria broke its grip. No one knew why, they just knew it worked. In 1820, scientists isolated the compound and named it quinine. Suddenly, the tropics became conquerable. Before quinine, Africa was called the white man's grave. Mortality rates exceeded 50%. After quinine, they collapsed. This wasn't just medicine, it was power. The British used it in India, the French in North Africa, the Dutch in Indonesia. And that gin and tonic? It wasn't invented for fun. British officers mixed gin with tonic in the 1800s to survive their daily malaria dose. By the late 1800s, quinine was the most valuable drug on Earth. But every gram came from South America, so nations banned seed exports. Plant thieves were beaten, imprisoned, even killed. Then came a Bolivian guide named Manuel Incra Mamani. He found a rare cinchona tree with 3 times more quinine than any known variety. The Dutch got the seeds. Mamani was arrested, tortured, and left to die in prison. Those seeds went to Java. By 1939, 97% of the world's quinine came from one island. Then World War II hit. Japan seized Java, quinine vanished overnight. American soldiers in the Pacific began dying from malaria faster than from bullets. Scientists rushed to find lab-made replacements. They created chloroquine. It worked for a while. Then resistance appeared, then mefloquine, then atovaquone. Same story every time. Fast success, total failure. Meanwhile, quinine never failed. After 400 years, malaria parasites still respond to it. Studies showed raw cinchona bark worked as well as purified drugs, even against resistant strains. The real tonic water never stopped working. Today, malaria still kills over 600,000 people a year, mostly children in Africa. The anti-malarial drug market is worth billions, and resistance is already rising again. Here's the cruel part. Cinchona isn't hard to grow. It needs cool temperatures, high humidity, and no frost. Cut the tree and it regrows stronger, renewable, sustainable, unbeatable, but it can't be patented. After World War II, cinchona knowledge vanished. Seed banks closed, papers disappeared. Synthetic drugs made more money, even when they worked worse. Every gin and tonic you order proves that choice. That bitterness is a memory of a cure powerful enough to reshape the world, now reduced to flavor. Parts of Hawaii, California, and Appalachia can grow cinchona. The cure could return. What's missing isn't land, it's truth. The next time you taste tonic's bite, remember that's not just flavor. That's what nature hid. If you believe this knowledge deserves to be saved, subscribe, because you can't patent nature, and together we won't let it be buried again.